Hello, my name is Melanie Green, and I am the host of the Freelance Writing Podcast. I had this idea in April 2020 that I really wanted to create a space to discuss freelance writing, not how to get started in freelance writing, but really the nitty gritty when it comes to how to be a freelancer. I got busy and I wasn't able to start the podcast like I was hoping to in 2020. And then 2023, everything changed. Freelance writing is continuing to change at an unprecedented rate. And I really wanted to have a place to discuss that and to discuss the best practices with freelance writing. And you'll notice that's what we have here. In this episode, we're going to discuss some of the more recent impacts generative AI has had on the freelance writing industry and discuss some of the concerns that I have going forward for what this means for freelance writers. In 2019, one of my clients initially started using AI and replaced writers, and it was the first time that I really became scared that there was a possibility that robots would really take over our job. In 2023, much like other freelance writers, I was really impacted by clients deciding to try to use ChatGPT instead of working with me. I will tell you that it was a rough few months of trying to reacclimate and really finding clients that valued writers, that were human and creative. Over time, something strange happened. Clients started coming back. New clients would come and they would really kind of lie to me, if you will. They'd say, "Oh, I had some junior writers write this. And so, can you edit it? We'll pay you a reduced fee." What they didn't realize was that enough clients were doing this that the content was very, very, very similar. It was very obvious that they were all using ChatGPT and they really just wanted a human touch afterwards. I would say about 2 months ago, in October of 2023, I really started to notice that there was more of a switch to bringing back writers. So they were clients that had started to work with AI that wanted to come back to using full-time writers, and clients that just wanted to start with writers from the beginning. Part of the issue that I've had as a freelance writer with AI is sometimes things are coming up as AI generated when they're not. And so we've actually done some testing on that at some of the companies that I work with. And we have found that AI detectors, particularly originality.ai, isn't really clear on what is AI generated and what is human written. So we have tried to do numerous tests where we have written human text and we have inserted it into one of these AI generators and they claim that it's AI written, even though we just wrote it right there. It also will pick up AI where parts of things were written with an AI, but it picks up the part that wasn't written by AI. Sometimes AI passes as human, so they're really not reliable. As a freelance writer, we've had some of the problems related to trying to make sure that things do pass, even though there aren't clear guidelines on what causes something to be flagged as AI. Another thing that happened was I think that clients had this misconception that they would put in a title and then out comes this wonderful article that's been SEO optimized, that's fully edited, that's ready to publish on their website. The truth is that really hasn't been the case. Overall, a lot of the content requires a lot of fact checking, a lot of plagiarism checking, in this case, rewriting so it doesn't flag AI detectors. And so it ended up being a lot of work. And I think that's a big thing of what happened. The clients that hire freelance writers don't really have the time to write the content themselves. So when they're handing off to me, they can just say, "Oh, here's this topic that I want you to write about 1,000 words, let's just say." And so it's very easy for them. They just get a finished piece back that they publish, and that's sort of it. With these generative AI tools, which really aren't artificial intelligence, but that's another podcast. But these tools are not creating worthy content in the end. And so they're spending a tremendous amount of time editing that content to make sure that it's ready to go. And I think that for the clients that hire freelance writers, in the end, it really doesn't matter if it is AI generated or not. They just need a finished piece. And so they don't have the time to mess with that themselves. And so even if they would do AI, they aren't necessarily able to do the finishing touches for AI because it's not ready. And it doesn't save that much time when you calculate all of the different steps that are involved in making it publish worthy. So overall, do I think that AI can completely replace writers? probably not at this time. And I kind of have some concerns long term about what's going to happen when Google and other search engines are just overwhelmed with AI generated content, a lot of which may not even be true or valuable. They're going to start punishing those websites that have a huge amount of AI content on them. And so I'm a little bit hesitant to say that it's a smart investment now to use AI anyway, because it is a little bit concerning what that content is going to do in the long term. Thanks for spending some time with me discussing freelance writing. If you'd like to connect with me further, please feel free to reach me at my website at www.melaniegreen.info.